had a great weekend. I'm going to start in a seated position today, so just go ahead and you can always sit on a mat or cushion blanket. I've got a blanket folded up, and you can get started. Just checking that the light is not too bright in some areas. If anybody knows a good blinds person or window treatment person, please send me the link. Blinds seems to be not working lately. So whenever I'll sort it out. Do your seated position. Ground down to the sit bones. Going to bring your hands softly to the knees. Big inhalation, feel that breath travel up through the spine to the crown of the head, lengthening the spine. Exhale, close the eyes, let the shoulders soften away from the ears. And then just gonna start to deepen the breath. Lengthening the inhalation. And the exhalation, easing the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, release any tasks, to-dos, concerns for the next hour or so. And move into Ujjayi breath. So we're making that Christmas tree shape inside of our torso up into the crown of our head. So inhale, expand the rib cage. All four sides, side to side, front to back. Fill that up all the way, fill the chest. Breathe into the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head. Release the chest, the belly. Exhale all the way out the tailbone before starting another inhalation. Filling up the belly, the chest, all the way to the top of the spine, the crown of the head. Exhale slowly from the top down to the bottom. Exhale all the way. Release once again all of your tasks, to-do lists, concerns. Take another breath. We'll take 2 more breaths here, just lengthening, expanding, challenging the lungs, challenging the chest, the belly. And just 1 more breath, really make this one count. The transition that's back to nice, easy breaths into the belly, and this is what we're going to hold on to for the rest of the session. Just doing a mental body scan from the crown of your head, down your face, eyes, cheeks, jaw. Not holding attention anywhere, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the back, the chest, the belly, hips, thighs, knees, calves, feet. Maintaining nice, long, easy breaths. And on the inhalation, just blink open the eyes. And then we're bringing, well, keep the hands on the knees. We're gonna just gaze down just a little bit, lengthen the back of the neck. Then come back up and we'll start to take the body in a clockwise circle. So we're really finding circular motions in the hip joints here. Really, as you shift to one side, draw that belly towards the thigh, the heel, rounding and then drawing it towards the opposite side. And that stretch through the outer hip, the spine. Try to match that with your breath. So we're inhaling, exhaling, come forward. Inhale, exhale. Just feeling those hips. Is there tightness in those hips? And the next time we come forward, we'll just switch directions. Inhale, exhale. Maybe come down a little further this time, bringing that belly closer to the thigh. And just a few more circles. Just feel the muscles in the low back, the hips soften. And then smaller circles, into stillness. And then we're gonna breathe, bring the arms out to the sides and then breathe them up into the air. Press the palms together. And then we're gonna exhale, bring them to cactus. Feel that opening in the front of the shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale, draw those shoulders together. Keeping a nice strong belly, inhale up. And then draw the shoulders, blades together one more time. Stay here. Then we're gonna exhale and bring those arms forward. Inhale. Draw the shoulder blades back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, arms back to cactus. And one more time, exhale. Inhale. And then bring the arms out to a T. We'll bring this left arm across the body and just pull that in towards the chest with a hook. Find that openness in the back of the left shoulder. Stretch through that deltoid. One more long breath here. And release, bring those arms back to a T, arms strong. Now bring this right arm across the body and then bring this left arm in a hook, pull, draw that arm into the chest. Breathe into the belly, reconnect with the breath. No holding tension in your face. And then release and bring those arms out. We're gonna flip the palms, press forward, and we're gonna inhale the arms up. Reach, exhale, bring the arms down around. Inhale up. You can pull those pinkies back for extra stretch. Exhale, come forward. And inhale up. Reach, reach. And exhale, come forward. I'll bring those hands down. And then we just walk those hands forward. Just come to where you feel that stretch in the hips. Ground the sit bones. Maybe walk those hands a little further if that's available to you. Just staying here with a nice long spine. Lengthen through the neck. And then walk those hands over to, actually over to the right. Reach through the fingertips, nose down towards the knee or the floor. And if you want an extra stretch here, you could take this left hand to this left knee and kind of press that away. Only if that feels good. If that's too much, just bring this arm back to reach through the fingertips. We're trying this out. And inhale back in. From here, we're gonna bring this right arm out to the side, lift up that left arm, and we'll come over. Stand on the hand or bring the elbow down. Keep those hips grounded into the mat. And sway a little bit from forward and back. And gently draw that thumb back, open the chest to the ceiling. Feel the stretch the shoulder. Then just come back to reaching over. Inhale, engage the core, lift up. And then we're gonna bring this right hand down to the left knee and reach back with that left arm. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, take that gaze over towards the left, maybe over the shoulder, just wherever it lands. Never forcing it. Inhale, lengthen to the crown. Exhale, draw that navel in deep in the stretch. And gently release, unwind. We're going to bring this right hand back over one more time, reaching up. And then as an option, we're going to bring this left hand to the back of the head and then pull that elbow back. Just for an extra shoulder stretch. And release, come up. I'm going to draw those hands back. Just going to open the chest and then kind of put this weight on the sit bones. Cross the legs. And then I'm going to reach forward. Sway a little bit here. Walk those hands over to the left. Right hip is heavy. Breathe into those tight areas. Soften on the exhalation. An option to bring this right hand to that right knee. Press that towards the floor if that feels good. Otherwise, stay here. Here or here. And the softening and opening those hips. And walk the hands back to center, walk the hands back in. And inhale up the arms. And this left hand down, reach up and over and slide this left hand out. Sway a little bit. We're opening, letting those ribs float apart on the right side. And that right hip be heavy. And the option to bring this right hand to the back of the head, maybe even open up or pull the elbow back. that stretch down through the shoulder to the delts, upper traps. And release, reach over, open up the chest again, gaze up. And release, sweep this arm over. We're gonna bring the arms up and then left hand comes to the right knee, right hand comes back. We're gonna lift and take that gaze over the right shoulder. Lengthen on the inhalation. Exhale. Just twist a tiny bit more. Just one more time, lengthening, inhaling, stretch. Exhale, take the gaze a little further over this right shoulder. And release, unwind. Come to the tabletop position. And just coming to your mat, or if you want to come down on a blanket, it's better, it feels better on your knees. And just checking our posture. Knees under the hips. Spread those fingers out. Nice long spine, and inhale, drop the belly, draw the shoulders back, gaze forward. And maybe just down at an angle, easy with the neck, no forcing anything. And exhale, round, draw the navel up, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, around the shoulders. And inhale, drop the belly. Loosen the jaw. Exhale, back to cat. And from here, at your own pace, just inhaling into cow, exhaling the cat, the pace of your own breath. Wake up the spine, all the muscles in the back, the belly, strong through the arms. And go ahead and lengthen that right leg, press through that heel, soften through the calf muscle. And then go ahead and lift, level the hip points, press that heel, stay here, or add this left arm, pulling that navel up, engaging all the muscles in the core, and then not holding your breath. Nice, easy breaths. And release, come down. We're gonna look over that left shoulder towards that left hip, push that left hip out to the side. One more breath. And back just through center, over to the other side. And then back to center. Inhale, exhale, press to that left heel, soften to the calf. Awareness to the hamstring, and then lift, level off. Reach that right arm, move strong through the belly, in the back, the core. And try to hold for 5 breaths. If you need to come down or just bring the arm down, that's fine. Don't force anything. And release down. Take the knees wide. Ease back the hips. Reach forward. Let the forehead come down to the mat. And relax. Release. Let every exhalation allow you to sink further into the mat. Let the lower back soften. Walk those hands over to the left. Reaching through the fingertips. That forehead can hover or come down to the mat. Lengthen through the right side of the body. Pull back that right hip. And walk the hands back to center. Come over to the other side. Reach for the fingertips. Pull back to that left hip. Breathe into the belly. And come back to center. Pull the hands towards the shoulders. We're going to come up. And then from here, we're going to inhale up that right elbow, extend all the way, and then thread the needle. Bring this right arm, right shoulder down, reach forward with that left hand, and let that shoulder melt into the mat. All the tension just eases out. Pull this left hand back towards the body, press up, lift up through the elbow, extend, and then thread the needle, bring this left shoulder down, let it melt into the mat and soften. Every muscle in the left shoulder just melts, releases. Breathe into the belly, just soften one more time. Bend that right arm, press up, bring the knees underneath the hip points, walk the hands forward. We're just going to take puppy or half downward dog. You can let that forehead rest or hover above. Press into the palms. And we're really getting into the shoulders, the hips today, places where we hold tension. And then pull the hands in. And from here, we're going to just come down on our belly. I'm just moving the blanket a little bit. So just come softly down to your belly. Bring those arms in towards the body, palms underneath the shoulders. Bring those legs together. Rest your chin. Zip the legs even closer together. Engage all the muscles from the waist down. All the muscles in the legs, the glutes, the arms are strong. And on the inhalation, just going to lift the chin, peel that chest up. Check in with the low back, see if that feels okay. If it doesn't, just come right back down. Exhale, come down. The next inhalation, we're going to come up. Pulling up one more time. Maybe it could come a little further up if that feels okay. Always if it feels okay. Never do anything that hurts back here, please. Exhale, it's just never worth it. And just one more time, inhale. Engaging, strengthening their core, strengthening the muscles in the back. So we can really avoid injuries to the low back, but then never doing anything that hurts. And release, slide the hands together, right cheek on top of the hands, bend the knees. Window wash the legs, soften to the low back. Massage the hips, fronts of the legs. And drop the legs, bring the arms forward. And we'll just stay here. We're coming into Sphinx. Whatever's available to you. If it hurts at all, just coming right back down. Bring your cheek on top of your hands and just window wash your legs. Otherwise, we're gazing forward or down. Pressing through those arms, we engage through the muscles in the bottom half of the body. And release down. Other cheek comes down on top of the hands. Bend the knees. Window wash the legs out. And drop the legs. I'm just gonna lengthen this right leg, roll onto the right side of the body, bend this right leg, and then grab the shin or the foot, the left foot, and press this foot into the hand to stretch the front of that left leg. And release, just roll to the other side. Just one fluid motion, bend the bottom leg, grab the shin, the ankle, the foot, press that into the hand. Soften through the front of the right leg. And soften. Come back to the belly, bring the palms underneath the shoulders, or then come up. Come through tabletop, tuck the toes, and then start to straighten the legs. Make sure those fingers are spread out. Coming into downward dog, pedal out the legs, soften the backs of the legs. Strong through the arms. Nice long line in the spine and neck. And pressing through those heels. Pressing through all four corners of the palm, maybe a little bit more weight into the thumbs and the index finger. Make sure your wrists don't hurt. Maybe a micro bend at the elbow. And pressing those heels into the mat or let them hover above. Few easy breaths. And then walk the feet forward. Feet hip width apart. Just let the top part of the body just hang. You can sway. You can grab opposite elbows. Soften to the low back. And go ahead and just bend the knees. Bring this right foot forward. And then we're going to gently step this left foot back. Come to a lunge. Strong through the legs. Lift through that back hamstring. Softly bring this knee down. And then we're freeing the foot with our hands. And inhale up the arms, sweep those up. And they can always come to the hips if you need them to. Those hips fall forward. Bring the hands to the top of the right knee. Interlock the fingers, soften the hips. You're going to scooch this right foot forward. you need to, or just come down, scooch up forward, deeper stretch. Or even bring the hands down on either side of the foot. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. And then we're going to just make any adjustments we need to get into runner stretch. So toes up to the ceiling. I just like to use blocks here. It helps my spine stay nice and long. Especially if you have any back issues, it's always really nice to have something to help you create or maintain that length in the spine. That left hip over that left knee, and we're softening to the back of that right leg. Breathe into the belly. And then let the hips come forward and tuck that back hip. And just line up. We're coming to pyramid pose. So we're just pressing through both the legs. Let's use the blocks. So just bring your hands down. Adjust the legs, the stance between the distance between the legs. We want to press through those legs. We're working all the muscles hard. And release. We'll bring this left foot to meet the right foot, and we'll just step back gently with the left leg. Lift that hamstring and then softly bring that down. Let those hips fall forward. Engage that core, draw that navel inward, sweep the arms up. Just for a breath or two, and then you can bring them to the hips or even to the top of that left. And to look the fingers, bring them to the top of that left leg. And if you like, you can drop the hands, scooch that foot forward. Soften through the front of that right leg. And go ahead and grab blocks if you need to adjust. So you can come into runner stretch, toes up, right hip over the right knee. Soften through the back of that left leg. On your fingertips or palms, or option for blocks. Lengthen through the spine, the neck, the back of the head. Soften through that back of that left knee. And let the hips fall forward. We're going to tuck that back toe. Coming into pyramid, adjust as you need. Be able to press through the feet. Lengthen through the neck. With the nose coming down towards the foot or the shin. And then we're sucking up the kneecaps, pressing to the feet. So a few more easy breaths. And release, bring this from back knee down. And bring this left knee beneath the right knee. Now from here, we're going to bring this right leg out to the side. We're going to come into a side plank or side angle pose. So we're going to reach up, try to make a nice long line from the foot to the hand. You can take that gaze up to the ceiling. Spread out these fingers, protect this wrist and right leg, or just lengthening, pressing to the outside of that foot. Press into the top of that right foot, strengthening the leg, the arm. And then release through this left arm down to the hip, or touch your belly. Make sure you engage before you lift up. Reach up with that right arm, left hand comes down, reach, 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 and then reach over. We're still pressing into the outside of this left foot. Opening to the hip, the ribs, the shoulder. And then release, come up, switch legs. And come down. Press the top of that left foot to the outside of that right foot. And reach up and over. Gaze forward or up towards the ceiling. Spread out those fingers in the left hand. And release, bring this right arm down, or touch the belly. Make sure you pull that navel in and up before we lift. Lift up with that left arm, down through that right arm, and we're lifting up and over. And release, come up into your knees, and then we'll just bring those right hands down to the right, and then bring those right hips down. And then bring the legs out in front for Dandasana, pressing down through the palms. Press to the legs, we're engaging all the muscles in the legs. This is, we're doing work here. Lifting through the crown of the head. And go ahead and bring the hands to the thighs and slide them down until you feel that back start to curve. And then stay there or wrap a strap around your legs or just cover shins, ankles, feet. Breathe, don't forget to breathe. And release. Soles of the feet together, grasp grasp the feet, warm up the feet, massage the arches, lift, and then we're hinging at the hips, come forward, press those knees away. And it's fine if it's just a very small movement from here to here. I'm not moving that much. Breathe. And release, straighten that right leg. And turn towards that leg and then slide the hands down. Grab the shin, ankles, spine, yoga strap. It's just a lot easier for me with the yoga strap, usually, but especially when I'm still kind of recovering from a back injury. That I'm not trying to pull my chest too forward. I just want to keep a nice long spine. You want to feel all the muscles working, sucking this kneecap up, pressing down to this left knee. And even right here, I'm still feeling quite a stretch. It doesn't have to be a big movement. And release. I'm going to switch legs. Turn towards that left leg. Press down to that knee. Press through the heel. Lengthen and then come forward. Slide the hands down the leg. Grab the shin, ankle, or something to wrap around the ball of the foot. And release, straighten both the legs and press the hips forward. Bring those hands out in front and we'll just walk the hands forward. Press the heels. Lengthen through the spine, press the heels, suck up those kneecaps. Don't get lazy, still working. And release, bring those legs together, coming into boat pose. Find the balance point, grab the backs of the hamstrings. Nice broad chest. Reach forward or straighten the legs if you feel strong enough in your core. Just want to make sure that this isn't happening. Just should feel strong through your low back. And then here is just fine. You're still working your core. And release. The hips come forward. And we're going to reach forward as we just come back. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Pull those knees into the chest and we'll just roll. Massage the back out any way that feels good. Go ahead and drop that left foot. Bring this heel to the top of that leg and we'll pull the knee towards the left shoulder. And that outer hip. Breathe into the tight areas. Into the belly. And release. Bring this left knee away from the body. Right foot flexes. Stay here. Grab the back of this left hamstring and keep this left leg at a 90-degree angle. And then soften through the hip. Belly rises and falls. And release this left foot down. Right foot comes down. Pull up this left knee. Rest the heel. Draw the left knee towards the right shoulder. And then flex this left heel. Put on top of the right knee. Grab the back of the hamstring and then press that knee away from the body. Breathe. And release the right foot down, left foot down. Pull those knees into the chest. Take the arms to a T and drop the knees to the right side of the body. Lengthen the leg. Take the gaze in the opposite direction. Release into the twist. And pull the knees up, drop to the other side. And just soften into the twist. And pull the knees in. Give them a hug. And then lengthen the legs, open the palms to the ceiling. And rest your head. Bring it down on something. Put a blanket on, socks on for Shavasana. Whatever helps you release down into the mat. And then take a big breath into the belly. Exhale, let go. Another breath into the belly. Exhale, sink into the mat. And start to observe the breath. The belly rising and falling. Soften through the face. Muscles around your eyes release. The cheeks relax. The jaw loosens. Let your tongue be loose in your mouth. On the next exhalation, let the shoulders melt and soften. Every muscle fiber in the shoulders just releases into the mat, surrenders into the pose. And down the arms, the biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers, fingertips, all soften and widen. Palms feel heavy. Arms are relaxed. Let the back soften, the hips release, quads and hamstrings widen and melt. Calves soften and widen, the ankles, the feet, the toes, all relax. Every muscle in your body surrenders into the pose. Just continue to observe the breath. Breathing in relaxation. Or surrendering a little more into the pose with every exhalation. And slowly start to bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And rock your head from side to side. And also stay in Shavasana for a little longer if you'd like. If you're ready to come out, take a deep breath. And then roll to the right side of your body, just pausing briefly before pressing yourself up to a seated position. And bring your hands to heart center. Namaste. And thank you everyone for joining me. I'll be quiet just in case some of you will stay in Shavasana for a little longer. And if you had a great Wednesday and a great weekend, and I'll see you Wednesday.